What up, queens and kings? Today we are talking about 7 tips on how to change your perception to a more positive image that will allow you to unlock your true power. Let's get into it. What up, family? It's your favorite coach, Javon Wooden from Live Not Loathe. Don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel at Live Not Loathe. Follow me on IG and Facebook at Live Not Loathe. I'm dropping videos every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time and every Sunday at noon Eastern Time for can't miss content on how you can obtain your purposeful and fulfilling life. Number 1, stop letting other people's opinion of you dictate your own self-perception. Some people project their negative criticisms of themselves on you. Be cautious of listening to people like this. If you can find jewels in what they're saying to make you a better person, parse those out and disregard the rest. You want to surround yourself with people who want the best for you, but not those who belittle you because of their own insecurities. Oftentimes, negative behaviors like this stem from things a person doesn't like about themselves. We see this in the case of a lot of bullies. The pain and discomfort of addressing their own insecurities are too much for them, so they down others or say something can't be done to boost their own self-esteem. I'm not saying cut off anyone who provides negative criticisms here and there, because you have to be real with yourself and see if that criticism was warranted. If it happens more often than not, the individual seems to be throwing jabs your way, talk to them about it and see deeper issue there if you care about the relationship. If it doesn't change, protect your energy, distance yourself. We can't let negative energy poison the way we perceive ourselves, because perception is reality. Number 2, recognize how others have shaped your self-perception. If you think about the fact that 85% of people struggle with low self-esteem at some point in their lives, then it may not surprise you so much that this stems from external influence that has ingrained negative thoughts in many of us. Carol Dweck discovered that children's motivation and performance was highly influenced by how parents and authority figures encouraged them. Her research offers guidance that could also influence a child's self-esteem, self-efficacy, and self-perception as they grow through adolescence and into adulthood. Some examples of this would be teaching children how their effort can influence outcomes in their performance, as opposed to labeling them according to the results they might achieve. The other will be make space for children's positive and negative emotions, as opposed to only being loving, affectionate, and supportive when they are well behaved or performing to a certain level. Dweck's research has shone a light on likely sources of many imprisoning self-perceptions we develop as adults. Let me clarify, before I get a bunch of angry parents, teachers, and other people that help raise children in the village hit me up. I'm not saying blame everything on other people, but you also have to recognize what needs to be unlearned from your past. Take accountability for the role you played, and that way you can identify everything that's holding you back from seeing the best version of yourself. Ask yourself, does how I see myself make me feel better or worse about myself? Does how I see myself create obstacles between where I am, what I'm feeling, and where I want to be, and how I feel? Becoming self-aware allows you to see how your thoughts are impacting you, and then you can explore ways to put yourself in position to design the life you want. Number 3, understand that negative self-perception actually serves a purpose. World-renowned psychotherapist Richard Schwartz coined a therapeutic framework called internal family systems through hearing about how clients would talk about inner parts of themselves. Schwartz proposes that we all have an internal system consisting of sub-personas, or parts within our psyche, that help form our self-perception. Schwartz coined 3 main types of sub-personas. Exiles are those who often hold the emotional pain from abandonment, rejection, being exploited, and negatively judged by other individuals or other parts within the internal system. Managers are those who are directive and controlling to avoid situations and interactions which might further hurt the exile part. These parts of us are often highly intellectual and good at problem solving, but they push emotions away. Firefighters are those parts of us that spring into action in emergencies when we're caught off guard. When the exile parts of us have been triggered, these firefighter parts can jump into soothing and placate their emotional expression. Emotional eating or splurging on that bag you wanted to buy or on clothes to make ourselves feel better are examples of ways we look to put out the fires that are our emotional pains. So, what's the point of these sub-personas that Richard Schwartz identified in his research? Well, they are there to keep us safe. Once you learn how to self-assess the rationality of your choices and feelings, you are unlocking advantages that many people never obtain. We no longer have to fight against the negative voices in our heads. We can now guide and use them to our advantage to help us get where we want to go. Number 4, watch what you say to yourself. The way you speak to yourself really does matter. When you practice positive reframing by changing how you label yourself, it can drastically improve your self-perception. For example, if you say something definitive like "no one loves me," that sounds as though it's forever. And it's hard to perform well when you feel that your actions will never change things. But if you say, "right now, I'm just not feeling love," now you subconsciously understand that this feeling is temporary and things can change. Life isn't black and white, and neither is self-perception. We have to stop catastrophizing things and making them infinite when the problem can be resolved or go away. Number 5, affirmations work if you actually believe them. No amount of positive self-talk is going to work if you don't believe what you're saying to yourself. How do you increase your belief in yourself? It starts by actually putting in the work to change the way you see yourself. For example, if your positive affirmation says, "I'm at the weight I want to be," and you're really not, then your subconscious would not allow that positive energy to resonate. You have to actively be working towards the person you want to be to remove those limiting beliefs. That work starts with recognizing what the limiting beliefs are and making a plan to address them. Many of my clients often state that they haven't been able to get over something for some time, and the first work we do is working on self-love and self-perception because so many of us have trauma that we never ever realized still affects us. So I make it a point to reprogram the subconscious through enhancing self-awareness. Then we change how things are phrased from lying to ourselves to saying things like, "I am working to being my goal weight and I am improving the way I feel about myself every day." When your subconscious believes it, you'll start to increase your self-perception almost instantly. Number 6, visualize yourself achieving or obtaining what you want. If you actually walk through performing the task successfully or envisioning yourself in that dream home, you're more likely to believe that it's attainable. Perceiving yourself to be deserving of what you want is such a powerful tool as you shift from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. I'll talk more about this in my Sunday video, Fixed Mindset versus Growth Mindset. Ask yourself powerful questions to get in the right mindset for visualization. For example, ask yourself, what would I be able to do if money wasn't an obstacle? What could I accomplish if I had the skills and knowledge required for obtaining what I want? Questions like these open you up to seeing possibilities that your closed mind would be too shallow to see. You'll start coming up with all kinds of ideas that allow you to reverse engineer an actual plan. Let your visualizations be as vivid as possible with no restraints. Engage your 5 senses during the process so you really become a part of the environment as the person you want to be. The more you practice healthy visualization, the more actively your subconscious will find and create opportunities to bring dreams to reality. Number 7, be intentional about positive self-perceptions. Our hidden potential remains untapped when we aren't moving towards clearly defined goals. From recognizing our unhelpful self-perception, we can start to shape those which aren't just healthier for us, but also strategically helpful in moving toward what we want to do, experience, and have. When you look at a particular goal, Ask yourself the following questions. What qualities do I already have that could and would help to meet the goal? What do I already know that could help me meet this goal? How can I position myself to gain the skills and knowledge that will help me achieve this goal? What choices along the way will give me opportunities to experience what I want to experience? And even if you don't meet the goal, will I still feel good about myself? Achieving the goal may or may not happen, but the action of going for it alone increases your belief in yourself and makes you more confident when going for what you want. That's it for now, but join me on Sunday at noon as we talk about a fixed mindset versus a growth mindset. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share. Until next time, kings and queens, peace.